Dragon Ball Sparking Zero got everybody and their mama at the edge of their seats just waiting for October 11th to come. Like me might find a DeLorean and jump straight to that day. Like me might sneak into the doctor crib to fast forward to this day. But regardless, this game has got everybody in a Dragon Ball mood, right? Out the ass characters are being announced like every week, and some people is playing it early. But I'm noticing an absence of characters from a certain part of this series.
GT?
No.
The movies?
No. OG Dragon Ball is being slept on once again. Granted, not everybody's been announced yet, so really, who knows? I love big power-ups and straight hands as much as the next person, but there's a certain magic that the original part of this series had that we've forgotten about. Let's talk about the absolute GOAT, known as Dragon Ball. So hey, what's up? Hello. You guys know I love you, right? You feel me? So like, you gonna leave this video alone, right? You feel me? You gonna leave this video alone, right? You're not gonna like, like we're good. Are we? Yeah, we good. Yeah. We locked in? We locked in? Perfect. Anyway, OG Dragon Ball was most definitely still a show about the art of hands, but it was also a series about adventure. Hands, adventure, and character. Goku and Bulma really started this whole journey, and literally frame one of these two meeting for the first time. The dynamic is already perfect, dog. She ran that over, and they've been best friends ever since. And while we're already here, Bulma needs her flowers, dog. She is arguably the most important character in this whole series. I sort of already talked about this in my Big Brand video, but she really is able to invent anything in the known universe. Actually, let's just run through some of the greatest, most craziest shit she's ever invented. The Dragon Radar, literal pin particles, a whole time machine. This is a truly S-tier engineer. And her relationship with Goku is actually one of the greatest in history. Goku's airheaded innocence paired with Bulma's aggro / fun / short-tempered nature makes for the greatest opposites attract type pairing. I would like to say she's the most grounded character in the whole series, which makes her a great POV character for us and for our perspective. But when you think about it, she really is not grounded at all. Like, really think about it for a sec. Bulma is as strong as Goku is smart. I mean, literally the other way around. I'm tweaking. You feel me? I'm tweaking. Bulma is as smart as Goku is strong. And she hands down has the greatest fits in the whole series. Actually, that's cap as I gotta give it to Trunks, but that's her kin, dog. It basically still counts for her. She easily has the most amount of fit changes in this series too. The forgotten manga / ending theme fit was an easy 10 out of 10, dog. Look! The half pants, the hard body boots, the accessories, the pole, so clean. Now that I'm looking at this fit, I'm realizing Oda was most definitely inspired as hell when he made that concept art for Nami, because the resemblance is insane. The bomber jacket fit is S tier. This might be one of the best here, not gonna lie. You can literally see where Trunks gets his swag from in real time. The Pilaf Saga fit with the blue vest was also an S tier fit, dog. She simply do not miss. The post time skip dress was vibes as hell too. I could keep going, but there's literally an infinite amount of fits for her, dude. Oolong is also a character that's important here, and this is a shape-shifting academy dropout. The world of Dragon Ball truly is the most wackiest shit ever, and we sort of forget how truly unhinged the setting is here, because we end up going to space and then across the multiverse. So the scaling gets a little bit crazy. And Yamcha used to actually be cold at one point. He put beats by Dre on Goku when they first met, and the Wolfang fist was truly some frightening shit. Imagine getting comboed by a motherfucker so hard, the nigga hands become creatures of the night. But he actually did keep pace with Goku during his part of the series until he didn't, which actually didn't take that long, so never mind. But he was clean at one point. Also, his fits was so fire, dog. Peep game. The Bandit Marauder Sandbender fit was elite. And he had the blade on him too. Then he chopped his hair and started claiming the Turtle Hermit set. I also completely forgot he got those face scars during the big time skip. For some reason in my brain, he just always had the damn, you feel me, face scars. I guess not. This really was training with creatures of the night. The on again off again relationship with him and Bulma was such a fun storyline that added another layer of fuckery to the plot that kept things interesting. But then throughout the entirety of the series, he very slowly got more and more washed. Yamcha is the epitome of wasted potential, dog. It's the reason why he got a spin-off series writing every single one of his wrongs throughout the series. Puar also existed, that was gang, and yeah, he's still there, but when was the last time you heard this motherfucker say any words in the series. Krillin was a little gremlin that turned into the Rigby to Goku's Mordecai, the Jake to his Finn, the Luigi to his Mario, the bro, the homie, gang. His training with Goku was an extremely formative part of this series in my memories for some reason, dog. Like watching these two motherfuckers deliver milk to people is burned into my brain. His dynamic with Goku was also fun as hell, and he really had hands for real. His fight with Goku in the tournament was a true test of will, and that little nigga put pain in. Then there's Master Roshi, who need to be locked up wherever they was keeping Tai Lung, but we been knew that. But also, he really used to be nice in the art of the hands. This dude not only invented the most iconic attack on the face of the earth, but he was also actually the greatest martial artist of all time. Tien was also an absolute demon in OG Dragon Ball. He was literally the star pupil of the Turtle School's #1 ops, the Crane School. Hey look, off rip, the Turtle School is already beating them just based on the fits alone. I'm sorry. Lie to me right now and tell me these dudes are saucier than these motherfuckers. You can't! But Tien was fading everybody when he first showed up and bodied Goku by dropping a tree on him. I mean, don't get it twisted, Goku still got his get back eventually, but he still put motherfuckers through the ringer. Chaozu is there too, but like, what did that really do? Bars. Launch also existed, you feel me? Shout out Launch, whatever Launch got going on right now. Goku and Chi-Chi were a funny ass pairing because they're both extremely innocent tiny kids who didn't understand anything about the world, but in completely opposite ends of this. Goku himself is an absolute GOAT who set the stage for hella battle shonen protagonists in the future. There are many personality quirks he has that have been passed down to other GOATs to come. He is a true scholar in the art of hands and wants to always be better. When it comes to hands, he's selfish as but when it comes to helping people, he's hella selfless, and that makes for such a fire dichotomy. He's also super innovative when it comes to martial arts. This kid saw Roshi do the Kamehameha once and immediately downloaded it. I would love to do a fit highlight for him, but he's really only in like 2 or 3 fits in OG Dragon Ball. My personal favorite has got to be the original purple gi, dog. The little snow fit he had on during the Red Ribbon Army saga was clean, but he wore that for like 5 minutes. Also, the power pole was one of his greatest assets of all time. It was mad functional. It was fire to look at. Fire design. Look, the aesthetics of any weapon of choice is very vital to how much me personally I'm gonna f with it. And the power pole is simple but clean. Look, the extendo, yeah, it's it. It's simply it. The power pole Nimbus combo will forever be some GOAT. A lot of people got a lot of things to say about Super, I get it, but also in defense of DBS, the Z Fighters ended up evolving into a different role than they initially had without being completely irrelevant to the battle part of the series, and it worked very smoothly because toward the end of Z with Boo, a lot of these motherfuckers was just completely out of their depth, and that's why it's really just Goku and Vegeta fighting Boo at the end, right? And also the whole planet blew up, so that's probably a factor too. But fast forward to DBS, and the rest of the Z Fighters are actually really boxing again in most of these arcs, but the foundation all starts with the real GOAT known as OG Dragon Ball, of course. The opening arc with Pilaf, Shenron, and the Ozaru was wacky and silly, but also had heavy dark undertones. Finding out that Goku's the one who killed Grandpa Gohan without even realizing is so tragic, dog. And I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know it was him to this day, unless I'm wrong and I forgot. And don't even get me started on the tournament, dog. This series made the tournament arc a staple of Battle Shonen. And we had not 1, not 2, but 3, and each one was so fire. Having Goku get these close to winning each time was great narratively, because if he won off rip, what would be the point of having 2 more? I feel like tournament arcs being interrupted before their climax was something Z also normalized, but I kind of like that too in the context of Dragon Ball, because we've already seen a tournament play out 3 times before, so why not have Majin Buu get up this time around? Jackie Chun versus Goku was generational, and Roshi entering the tournament to teach Goku that there will always be a higher level to reach is a beautiful lesson. See Roshi be on some weirdo shit, but then he drops gems like this, and I'm like, damn, what is up? The Red Ribbon Army saga was peak, of course, and having it be split into 3 different arcs was a great idea, not gonna lie. They really wanted this little nigga gone. This little nigga scaled Muscle Tower, bodied everybody there, and met the GOAT Ader, who was basically Android 16 before Android 16. Also, Muscle Tower is a fire name, not gonna lie. Muscle Tower is a pretty fire name. Whoever was in charge of naming that needs a raise, bro. I need a raise. Well, he's probably unemployed now. I ain't gonna lie. Goku upended the whole And don't even get me started on Mercenary Tao. Your introduction to this series is booming a nigga with your tongue. I want no smoke with you, nigga. You got it. If not for his 4-star ball being placed perfectly over his heart, he really would have killed Goku too. Toriyama made a lot of shit up as he went along. In fact, he made up most of the plot as it was actively happening, and I think that actually really works for Dragon Ball because never gets boring in the slightest. Like, I'm so sure this would have been a fire series to consume weekly. Watching Goku reunite with Gohan was the most tenderest shit on the face of the earth too, dog. Holy shit. I think one of the biggest highlights of this series easily gotta be the grimy demon King Piccolo. He is one of the few villains in this series that actually straight up won, before losing of course, but he got what he wanted. He did what Bulma did like 20 years earlier and used the Dragon Balls to restore his youth and immediately put Shenron in a blunt so nobody else could summon him. Then Black Forces is glued to this souls eternally. Oh my goodness. Then he just started spawning jits left and right, and they were cold too. His son Tambourine smoked Krillin out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. The arc opened up with Krillin getting boomed. What? Also, everyone in his big ass family being named after instruments is a fun ass Easter egg. Dragon Ball in general has great name puns for everybody. But yeah, Piccolo really won, bro. This man summoned Shenron, bodied everybody, and became king of the world. The previous king of the world was a literal dog, so I don't think that was super hard to do, in fairness. I'm telling you, this world is mad unhinged, dude. There are dinosaurs chilling here. Some of them talk for fun, and the ruler of everything is a dog. But this man Piccolo became the ruler of this and gave himself his own holiday just to keep tormenting the people of Earth. Even the young legend Ten Shinhan tried fading him, and he actually did pretty well, not gonna lie. Until he lost, of course. But then it was finally time for Goku to get his final fade with him, and this nigga put a hole in it. And before he perished, he popped one more little nigga out his throat, just to get the last laugh. Hey, look, 10 out of 10 arc, if you ask me. That's just if you're asking, you feel me? You said you weren't asking? Oh, you said you don't care? Oh, my opinion means nothing, for sure. For sure. It was a 10 out of 10 arc to me. And you probably agree, I don't even know why we doing this, you feel me? Then boom, 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 X years later, we get a time skip and Goku fades this man's son too. I also think it's fire that the tradition of Goku training under hella different masters started all the way back here in OG Dragon Ball 2. Cause he was getting nice with Kami and Popo during the time skip. Mans came back tall as hell, strong body. He was really just doing shit too, bruh. This man busted out the Super Kamehameha and the Feet Kamehameha. His fight with Piccolo Jr. was somehow even more generational than the fight with his pops. And then we get hella episodes of Goku and Chi-Chi going on fun adventures leading up to the wedding itself, and that shit was fire as her reintroduction in the tournament was goated too, dog. Peeper fit. Look, low-key, Chi-Chi's martial arts days are honestly like such a slept on time in her like journey, bro. Like, look, I ain't gonna lie, Spark and Zero, if them niggas do add OG Dragon Ball characters, we need to see Chi-Chi back. It's been since Super Dragon Ball Z. Chi-Chi has not been playable in a game, to my knowledge. I could be dead wrong. She was in Xenoverse 2 because Xenoverse 2 refuses to die. Them still getting characters, bro. Who is next? Anyway, we gotta put Chi-Chi in the game. But yeah, her reintroduction in the tournament was fire. She really is just as innocent as Goku though, because she really thought that a promise of marriage made with the kid who thought marriage was food was locked in for life. And it ended up working out because these motherfuckers is two sides of the same coin. Kinda. She was raised by the Ox King away from normal people, and he was raised by Gohan away from any form of civilization. But yeah, I do very much appreciate this series allowing itself to feel the passage of time and let these motherfuckers age. Well, I don't know about now, but hey, you feel me? OG Dragon Ball wasn't my first anime ever, but it was definitely the first anime I watched like start to finish. I was like 7 years old on monkey D-ass websites contracting the craziest viruses known to man just to finish this series. Fingers super duper crossed we get to see at least a few characters from this part of the series, and Sparking Zero, dog, please! Picture the satisfaction on my face when I smoke niggas using every fusion in the book. Whole time I'm Kid Goku with the power pole. Look, I need to be able to smoke my with Tambourine again. Please, let's make it happen, dude. Let's make it happen. Well, honestly though, we're getting Diamond DLC. GT's probably DLC or already in base game. And if they put OG Dragon Ball characters on top of that, that's potentially 3 Kid Gokus. Would they go for that? Probably not. Worst case, I play Daima Goku and I pretend he's Kid Goku. I'm pretty sure he got the power pole back in that series. Maybe. It's been a while since I've seen the trailers, and marketing for this series has been kind of weird, but it's none of my business. It's none of my business. But yeah, RIP the absolute legend Toriyama, dog. And shout out Dragon Ball. And shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down like. Got this feeling that I won't come down like. Got this feeling that I won't come